What's going on? How you guys doing out there? If you're a returning subscriber, I'm trying to do an oil change at the same time I'm doing this video. You notice that I'm obviously am still not on my upload schedule. Try to upload every other day or whenever, but you know, we've still been having people getting sick and everything. So anyway, posting now, obviously. Topic of today is going to be fuel. I know you're probably thinking, what? You know, but just hear me out. Fuel, how does it affect your vehicle? Alright, I've run all the fuels you can run except for diesel, obviously, in my truck and my previous trucks and stuff like that. So I noticed, and my dad's running premium in his right now. So what we're going to talk about is whether or not it makes a difference on the overall drivability, the power, performance, and fuel economy. Now, every vehicle is different, but in my truck, it didn't really seem to make that much of a difference before I had the programmer. I had a little bit more power, maybe a little bit more fuel economy, but not enough to tell. Now in Dad's truck, I have a 2004 Nissan Titan, and for those of you that don't know, my dad has a 2004 Chevy Avalanche. He's got the 5.3, I've got a 5.6. His is heavier than mine. But he recently put the 93 in his truck about a week or so ago, and he noticed there was enough difference in his gas mileage to notice it. So that's what he's been running now, and it's got a little bit more pep in it. Now, like I said, with mine on the programmer, or without the programmer, I didn't really notice a difference. But with the programmer, granted, I have to change tunes and everything. But if I go from an 87 octane tune to a 91 or 93 performance, they don't just have regular 91 or 93 octane tunes, it's a performance tune. But whenever we went to Springfield from where we live, I live in Bloomfield, he lives in Dexter, about 6-7 miles apart. He was running 87, I was running 93 performance tune. He averaged about, I think he said 16 and some change. I averaged, or maybe it was 14. Actually, I think it was it was 16, yeah. His was like 16.3, and I averaged 16.69, I'm pretty sure. Now, my truck had a pretty bad exhaust leak on the exhaust manifold gasket, which I just changed last weekend, and I wanted to make a video on it, but the tight quarters and everything and the lighting, it would not have been a good video at all. So I didn't worry about it, even though I wanted to really bad, but it is what it is. On the way back from Springfield, he averaged, just a hair less than what he did. I think he got 15.9 or something like that. And we got caught in some traffic and stuff like that backed everybody up a little bit. And I was trailing right behind him, and I had put the 87 octane tune on the truck and filled it up with 87. And this is where it gets weird. All right, I averaged 16.69 going over there with wind hitting the truck by myself, and coming back I was trailing Dad, getting his draft basically, so it was less stress on the truck. Not that much, but a little bit less. And I was running the 87 octane tune, and I only got 14.3, I think, something like that. Now there was one point where I got on a little bit because I got mad because I got pulled over because he apparently clocked me doing 83 and a 65, which was obviously an incorrect statement. Even Dad said this, because I was literally trailing right behind him, both of us with our cruises set at 67. So we think what happened was there was a big old, there was a truck that went by us, a truck and a car that went by us, both of them silver, just like my truck, lo and behold, that were flying by us, doing about 90 mile an hour probably. Or they were, I mean, they probably could have been doing 80 something, I don't know. It shook my truck when the wind hit it. So they were straight booking, and then they took that very next exit and left me and Dad out there on the highway basically alone, and I had the silver truck. So he decided, I was the one that did 83 and a 65, not them other people. But I was mad, and after he let me go, I pretty much tore off out of there, and I had to catch up to Dad, but only about a mile up the road, and I did about 90. I was like, if he's gonna pull me over for doing 83, by God, I'm gonna do 83. So I went 90. You know, maybe you know how it is. Anyway, so if I wouldn't have done that, I probably would have gotten, you know, maybe I would average maybe a half a mile of a gallon better or something like that. So maybe 14.7, you know. Anyway, and obviously on that tune, the truck doesn't have as much power as it does in 93 or 91 performance. I actually have videos. If you go on my channel and you go to videos at the top or whatever, and then you go over to at the very top it says dates added newest, and you click on the drop arrow and it says dates added oldest, and it has all my very first videos that I ever posted on YouTube of little pulls and stuff that I did on in Mexico in the Titan, and you can kind of see how it runs on the different tunes that I have. I think I had installed, I think all 3 tunes were installed actually at the time, so you know, you can kind of get a good eye. Of course my truck's runs a little bit better now than it did then with fixing the exhaust leak and all that kind of stuff. So like I said, trying to do an oil change at the same time. So I don't know, guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. I think if you're thinking about it, go ahead and run the 93 octane or 92 or 91, whatever you guys have. I know here, gosh dang it. I know here in Missouri, we have all 3, 91, 92, and 93. And 93 is the cheapest of the two. Actually, I think 92 and 93 are the same price, but 91 is the most expensive. It's more expensive than diesel, and it's on average it's about 50 to 60 cents higher than 87 octane is, and 93, the most I've seen it, was 30 cents higher than 87 octane. But usually in most places I see it's only 20 cents higher. And in my truck with the programmer, the 20 cents a gallon in the long run actually works out like the money that I spend in getting the better fuel, it gives me back with better fuel economy in the long run. So it's whatever preference you guys have. I would like to do sometime in the future here a 0 to 60 run with the exhaust leak being fixed, and that light was bright, and the exhaust leak being fixed, and see what it runs on the 87 octane tune, and then doing it again before we go to Springfield, which is next month. And I'll put it back on the 90. I'll probably put it on 91 octane, because whenever we go over there to Springfield, all we could find last time was 91 octane, so I'll fill up again on 91 octane to come back. And I'll see what I average this year too, without the exhaust leak like I said I had last year, and we'll just go from there. But as always, guys, if you like the video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and become part of the notification squad. Hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon, that way you get notified every single time I upload. Thank you to new subscribers, and I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you guys in the next upload.